What's up guys, today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the new Scorpion EXO-R710 helmet. This is the new helmet from Scorpion. It's a mid-tier helmet. It's going to come in right around the $200 mark, and but it's going to have the Kevlar casing, which makes it valuable. I actually ride, this is the EXO-700 or 750 or something like that, and this is basically the spiritual predecessor to this helmet. And I've actually wrecked in 2 separate Scorpion helmets now and have walked away with very little head or neck related damage. So I am definitely a big fan of theirs, a big customer of theirs. And so I just wanted to show this to you guys. So when you get it, it's regular helmet box, nothing really special here. In addition to the standard helmet, which comes with a clear shield, I ordered this dark smoke shield, and I always like to have both available. So the helmet itself comes in a nice, nice black and yellow Scorpion bag. They always do. Little slider, and we'll grab that and slide that out. Now we can remove our brand new helmet. So there it is. From the front, I ended up going with the matte black. This time around, it comes with some sort of user manual, I'm sure, how to use a helmet. Down here we got our chin strap. We can undo that real quick. And so this comes with their new shields. Got the quick system, helps keep you dry when the temperature gets up. You close that, you got vent up here, vents here, vent down here, and as well as the reverse exhaust vents here, here, and here. It's DOT and Snell approved. Let's see. If I take you guys kind of inside the helmet in there, you can see it's quite a comfy place to be. You actually have special pockets and pads for like a Senna or whatever, and this works great with that system, and I'll be showing you how to install that here in a minute. On the side, they keep updating their quick lock design. You have this little lever right here which locks the shield so it can't open, or if you go the other way, it cracks the shield just a little bit, breaking the vacuum, giving you a little bit of air. This thing is actually pretty nice. I used to have this on my EXO-R710. It's really easy to use with gloves on. I like the matte black. It leaves a little fingerprints, leaves a little sweat, but at the end of the day, it's a great looking helmet. So this is pretty easy to remove, if I remember correctly. It's completely toolless, and so you can take this shield off and put the new shield on. What else is there? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the outside, right? So we got the Everclear. This thing supposedly doesn't fog. Quick liner. It's got the little grooves right here so you can wear your sunglasses and stuff while you're riding. All in all, these helmets are excellent. If I put it on my head, which might be good for a helmet review. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's nice and snug. You can see it doesn't move around too much on my big fat head. Obviously, this helmet, like all others, needs to break in. You got the little chin spoiler right here. All of these pads and stuff pop out. They're all machine washable. I highly suggest you wash your helmets often, because it feels like when you put a new helmet, when you put a helmet on and you just washed all the pads, it's like brand new sheets. It feels great. So that's pretty much it for the on the bench review. Next, we're going to do a little ride review. So back over here on the helmet front, you can see I took out the cheek pads and stuff, and inside of here, there's actually little circular spots for the Senna headphones. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this bolted in here. So the way it works is you have these little screws, and they basically just hold, basically just pinch the outside shell and hold the Senna in place. So you want to back the screws out pretty far and then basically just position it. The other thing is, this is my primary helmet, meaning that I don't switch helmets for vlogging very much. And so as a result, I'm actually going to use this little stick-in microphone, so I don't have to have that. So I don't have to have this big flexi guy sticking in there all the time. So I'm going to get all that mounted up, It should be pretty straightforward, just a matter of sticking in all of the various Velcro pieces and whatnot, and we should be good to go by the time it finishes updating the firmware. So the Senna also comes with 2 different thicknesses of pads. For this helmet I'm going to use the thinner one, but if you have a smaller head you might want to use the thicker ones. And then we have these are the ones that glue inside of the helmet, and then basically this sticks to here, and then this guy sticks to here, and it makes a little sandwich like that. They don't have to be held in super duper tight, because they're just they're just being held in by your head. And then once the cheek pads are in, they're back there, so you don't have to worry about them slipping out. So there's the clip attached. Here's one side in. You can actually see the speakers back here behind this ear pad. And then on this side you can see there's our speaker. The wire is just run back here, and then this is our microphone wire, and we're actually going to run this up in here behind this cheek pad, and then out here in the front, and it's just going to be secured by Velcro out here in the front. So when I'm talking to you guys, you can get, a good audio feed, but it's still going to be out of the way.
Hey guys, Max here, and now we're going to do the riding review section of the Scorpio EXO-R710. So first things first, this helmet is, I would say, medium quietness. I mean, it's definitely a hell of a lot better than my old beat up one, but it's not the quietest helmet ever made, for sure. But it does have really good wind protection. I feel like it might be designed a little bit more as kind of an upright standard helmet than a sports bike helmet, because I feel like the way that my head sits inside of the helmet, the brow is a little low. I'm constantly looking forward, and I'm seeing the brow of the helmet, which can be a little annoying. It's really not obvious when I ride my KTM. It's very good for that. But here on this CBR 600RR, I can definitely see the top of the brow. The other thing I don't particularly like is they have that little crack feature where you can like push the knob and it just basically cracks open the windscreen just a hair. I don't feel like it funnels enough air into the helmet. It's not quite big enough, and then if you try to just lift up the helmet, the first click on the helmet is like a full inch up, so it's basically getting all that air into your eyes, which is really a pain in the ass. However, that said, ventilation from the helmet itself is excellent. It's a nice cool day-to-day, so I can actually feel the air flowing up past my mouth, feel the air flowing over my head, because I got a shaved head. And the chin strap is comfortable. It rocks the Senna really well. It took me a little bit to break in the cheek pads, especially with the Senna earpieces in, but once they got broken in, it really feels like it's melded to my head. You could definitely ride in this all day without too much fatigue. I got a pretty strong neck, so I don't really notice the weight, but the weight of this helmet is pretty competitive with everything else in the market at the $200 price point. So, if other helmets at this price point feel heavy to you and uncomfortable, you need to spend the money and get a Kevlar unit or something like that, or a carbon fiber unit or whatever. So the weight's fine. I also have the tinted shield, the dark smoke tinted shield. It works well here in sunny Texas. I'm not wearing it today because it's a little overcast right now, so it's nice without the tint. But the tint works really well. I don't have any issues with that. The chin skirt does great. It really helps with the Senna microphone and keeping conversation basically not legible, but keeping conversation clean. My friends can hear me when I talk. There's not a whole lot of road noise gets transferred, and a lot of that's from the chin spoiler. The nose piece, I don't really like it. It pops out of the helmet really easily. So if you're carrying the helmet, it's really easy to dislodge it by accident and lose it. So I kind of wish it had a little bit more grip in staying in, but it's a minor gripe again. I think the helmet looks great. It's definitely a great looking helmet. The matte black goes with my very random collection of bikes. All my gear is black, and so it goes nicely with all of that. The quick lock system works well. It holds the shields in well. However, changing it out takes a little bit of practice, getting your thumbs perfectly on those release knobs and getting the shield to actually pop out a little bit so that you can swap it in with another shield. The neckline is nice. After a little bit of experimentation, the Gopro fits pretty well on the front. I don't really have any issues. It's just a little lower than I'd like, a little lower than it did on my old helmet, but it's not bad. The only thing that I think gets advertised a little too much and doesn't work quite as well as they want it to is the anti-fog. On colder days, I mean, it fogs. It doesn't fog up as badly as like a non-treated visor, but it still fogs up pretty quick. So you just, when it's real cold outside, you just got to leave the helmet cracked open. Even with the face vent open, it still fogs up. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Nothing to really freak out about, but you know, it does fog up. So as far as the quick wick, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time sweating in this helmet, but just based on the airflow, I think it should be okay. All in all, I've had probably 3 or 4 good accidents in Scorpion 700, 1000 series helmets, and you know, knock on wood, I walked away from all of them without any major trauma to my head or neck, and so that makes me a lifelong customer. I keep buying these things. Every time I need a new helmet, I just go and see what Scorpion has to offer. I think that the $200 price point niche where the 710 plays, and before it was the 750 and the 700 and whatever, you get a lot of features. It's $200 is a very good, solid price point. I really like their shells. The shells tend to be very safe and they're very comfortable helmets. You know, are they as nice as a $1,000 Shoei? Absolutely not. They're not anywhere near as nice as a $1,000 Shoei. But I can buy 5 of these for the price of one of those, and I'm pretty strict on my gear in that sense. So, like, you know, a helmet is good for like 3-4 years, assuming you don't go down or drop it or whatever. And so spending $1,000 every 3 years is kind of a pain in the ass, in my opinion. You're looking at about $300 and something a year, $333 a year, just to own that helmet for the lifespan of the helmet. $200 for a helmet is like, what, 65, 70 bucks a year, which to me is a lot more manageable. And you don't have to worry about it as much. It gets scratched up, dinged up, whatever. Just from regular use and regular life, you don't feel as bad doing it to a $200 helmet. You know, you should go buy a new one. So I guess all in all, I would have to say that this helmet is really good. I really like it. It's a considerable improvement over the old 750 that I had. But then again, the old 750 I had you know, years, 3.5 years worth of use on it, of hard use on it. And so, you know, it's any new helmet's going to feel great after that. It's got a lot of features. It's got a lot of the same Scorpion features in this helmet. I think they really do a good job of giving you excellent bang for the buck at that price point. If there's features that you're looking for that aren't included in this helmet, at some point you just have to say, okay, I'm gonna have to pony up a lot more money to get, you know, the drop-down visor or whatever, or the, you know, carbon fiber chassis, or, you know, whatever features you want that aren't included. But in terms of bang for the buck, I think this is an excellent helmet. I recommend Scorpion to everybody I know that rides. Whenever the conversation turns to helmets, you know, I like I said, I've had accidents in their products and everything is fine. So, you know, I definitely stand behind them with everything I got, quite literally. So I hope you guys liked this review. If you did, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other reviews, and ride safe, guys. Peace.